Everyone, welcome back to another video. Today will be my 40 subscriber collection tour. But I've got to start off by saying thank you for 40 subscribers. You know, it means a lot to me. I know it's not a lot of subscribers in general, but I'm a small boy trying to work my way up with a side gig. Well, not really a gig, kind of just for fun. Anyway, I guess I'll get started with a quick 360 around my itty bitty room. Then I guess I'll get into the nitty gritty of everything. You know, got a couple turtles right there. I think one of them's hiding. Yeah, the other one's hiding. Don't know where he is. Well, don't feel like bothering him. We got my bed, which is a Star Wars bed. A whole lot of Gundam and other giant robots, and all my not that, along with a little bit more at the bottom. So I guess we'll get started up there. Okay, so starting at the top, we'll be going from right to left. I'm pretty much be zigzagging, which will probably be a little weird. But anyway, starting off, we've got my SD Gundams. You know, when I was younger and saw them from a distance, I thought they were cool, but now I just think they're alright. The only two I actually really like are this Night Unicorn Gundam and the Mono Eye Gundam. The other two are kind of just meh. My Build Fighters Gundams are a very mixed bag. That Tri-Burning one is alright. The A to Z Gundam, it's okay if a bit cluttered. This guy is very cluttered, but he's got a nice pure white, so he's pretty cool. My 00 stuff, I've got 2 X's, 1 real grade, 1 high grade, and everything else aside from him. 00Ys is a high grade, and these two are also my only event exclusive ones. They're my only clear ones. I got them for my birthday, so they're very special. Here we've got a couple miscellaneouses, the Age 1, the Turn A, Hyper Mode Shining Gundam, which I painted up myself, which kind of looks not very good. Then the real grade Tall Geese and Wing Gundam, Wing Zero Custom, yeah. Here we've got my Sea Destiny, which I don't like Sea Destiny, but I do like the mobile suits, which are very varied. We've got the Strike Freedom thing with a name I don't want to pronounce, but it is a nice shiny chrome gold. The Strike Rouge and Heine Westflus's Destiny. These two being my favorites out of that lot. Now we're going to move on to my master grades, which all I have on display are my Universal Sentry master grades, just because it's all I've got room for, and it's probably what I like most, because all the Gundams on these shelves are Universal Sentry, which is why all these guys are kind of just miscellaneous. But yeah, most of these guys I got myself, which is kind of weird, because I remember when master grades for me were kind of like a once a year thing on Christmas, but when I started getting my own money, yeah, they started flying in a hell of a lot quicker. I think the only ones who are gifts that I've got on display are the G3 back there and the Jagan up here. But yeah, this full armor Gundam. Like, when I first built him, he was amazing. You know, I still love him now, but his arm loosened up, and I don't know how to have him hold it up without having to use this open skirt piece to hold it up, because without it, it's just gonna flop. The Alex I actually got and built on a school trip, which was kind of fun. The ARC-72 Origin is probably one of my favorite master grades. It's very posable. Johnny Ridden Zaku's the only master grade Zaku I've got, but based on my experience with this guy, I love Zaku's. Back there is a kind of messed up Hyakushiki Kai mass production type, because I messed up one of the shoulders while painting him, but instead of throwing it away, I kind of just gave him the regular Hyakushiki shoulders, since it came with the parts with it, I just got another one which I didn't paint up, which still looks great. The regular Hyakushiki, which has a pretty banging paint job. The Master Grade Zeta Gundam, which should only ever be on a stand. That thing's kind of not very good on the ground. Mark II's okay, kind of don't like that it has ball hips, but it works for what it does. Jagan's a nice regular plain old model, and the new Gundam's pretty cool, just don't put the fin funnels into the wing. Alright, now starting on my Transformers and G.I. Joes. In the corner I've got a 6-shot which I found in California of all places at a small convention. Masterpiece Megatron and Sound Blaster. Yeah, Sound Blaster. Oh man, it doesn't sound right in my mouth saying it out loud, but yeah, they aren't official because my dad kind of has all the official Transformers. Over here I've got Goldhead Destro and the Baroness over here just because I know those two like each other, so I figured I'd separate a Destro with the Baroness. We've got a weird Storm Shadow and one of the parts of Devastator kind of just looming around. Behind those guys, a little difficult to see, is Overlord. I kind of wish I got myself the Japanese version, but it's whatever. Here we've got probably my favorite Cobra Commander and Destro, and right above them is a more classic Cobra Commander with a harness and bomb. Over here we've got a couple of Cobra troops, most of them being Battle Android troopers. One of them sitting on a reissue Optimus Prime, or G1 Optimus Prime more specifically. And then moving on to the good guys, I've got the Earthrise Leader Optimus. These trailers put away because I'm not putting Optimus up with the trailer. Then the You're the Horse MP10, which is probably my favorite color scheme for MP10. I mean, since I've got a regular color Optimus, I don't mind having a little wacky one. And we just got a bunch of my regular Joes. They too are miscellaneous. And up here I've got Jetpack Duke. And over there is the Siege Ultra Magnus and a very strange bootleg of Gold Sideswipe, which is pretty cool. And here at the end I've got Optimal Optimus, Elite Guard Bumblebee, Animated Prowl, and my newest one on the shelves, the Kingdom Dinobot, which I absolutely love for what he is. Alright, then lastly, my 1/144th Universal Sentry shelf. Here at this end I've got probably my favorite real grades that I've built so far, the Sasabi and the New Gundam. They are just amazing. In fact, I might even say they're probably better than the version Katoki Master Grades, because I like posing him around more than the one up there. But overall, they're still good for what they are. Next up, we've got my Zeta stuff, which is kind of mixing in with everything else. You know, I made sure to get myself 3 Mark IIs, 2 of them being real grades, 1 of them being the Revive High Grade. I've got to say, the Mark II real grade's pretty good for what it is, which is surprising because it's got the pre-built inner frame, which is kind of detrimental to other real grades. Then I've just got a regular old Zeta Gundam and Hyakushiki. Then for Stardust memory on the good guys, I've got the full burner GPO-1. You know, I wanted to put the GPO-2 over here with them just to get a better timeline kind of thing going on, but he's piloted by a bad guy, so we had to go with the bad guys. Next up, we've got a lot of the one-year war stuff, you know, like the Gym Sniper 2, Cold District type. Back there, there's the gun cannon. Up front, we've got the Blue Destiny Unit 1, which is probably my favorite, one of my favorite gym-style kits. Uses a lot of the Earth Gym parts, but with unique shoulders and heads, and I think hands too. There's 2 other units, but so far I've just got this one. Then we've got the Heavy Gundam and Origin Gundam, which are probably my 2 favorite Gundams in the high grade wise, because they're so nicely articulated, they look great, and they're Origin. Then for the other lesser stuff, I've got an EZ-8 Atlas Gundam, gun cannon, gun tank, and another ARC-78-2 doing the final shot. Then over here, I've got a bunch of Zaku's, mostly being Origin, except for my Johnny Rin one, and the GPO-2, which I put over here because, like I said, he's piloted by a Xeon pilot. Now on to the other stuff. Okay, over here it's going to be the same thing, starting from top to bottom. But yeah, starting up top, I've got a lot of carded Star Wars action figures, most of them being newer from, I'd say, probably 2020 to present. All of these I found in stores except for him, which my dad got for me for Christmas. He said he found at a GameStop. And the retro carded Boba Fett he found, and I bought it off him. But everything else I found in stores myself, and I bought myself. Next up, we've got a Green Ranger helmet and Dragon Dagger. The Green Ranger helmet's a Bandai. I had a hiccup there. Anyway, I was saying the Green Ranger helmet's a Bandai helmet. The Dragon Dagger there's a Hasbro Dragon Dagger. Hasbro hasn't made a Green Ranger helmet, which is why I've got the Bandai one. Kind of wish I had the Bandai Dragon Dagger just because that sucker's metal and it's got chrome gold. But the Hasbro one ain't bad. Next up, we've got the 3-0 Soundwave, which is a beautiful Hot Toys like Transformers action figure. He doesn't transform, but he is posable, which is nice. I've got his Ravage up in there. I've got an original G1 Optimus with, for some reason, the G2 trailer. I don't have a problem with it because I really don't care about Optimus's trailer. Yeah, the Optimus is missing his hands and gun, but the trailer's got pretty much everything. Then we've got God Gundam, Kenner Boba Fett, and T-800 kind of just sitting underneath my TV just because I didn't really have anywhere else to put them. I almost forgot an Islands of Adventure Spider-Man penny. And over here we've got a couple Sonic figures. No real reason. Alright, this first shelf of Star Wars stuff is kind of jank, but I think you'll kind of understand it once you see how I describe it. So up front in the middle, I've got all my Sith and stuff, so yeah. Behind them, I've got General Grievous and an assassin droid that has fallen. Over here is supposed to be kind of like Anakin, kind of with the shadow of Darth Vader behind him, but it doesn't look as good as I was hoping it would. Over here I've got Boba Fett with a bunch of stormtroopers. The scout troopers yelling a lot more than I thought. Then back here I've got sequel trilogy guys because I for some reason have them. Next up I've got Ninja Turtles stuff all from NECA. Up front are the live action movie Turtles. In the back I've got cartoon Turtles, then a couple live action movie foot soldiers, and a weapons rack. So not much to say. I like them all. Feel like I gotta be careful with them, but yeah, that's that. Next up, I've got my favorite shelf of Star Wars stuff, all my clones. Up front, I've got Phase 2, and in the back, Phase 1. I've got 501st at the very front of it all, because the 501st Legion is my favorite Legion. The two on each end are nameless, but in the middle, I've got ARC Trooper Echo, Fives, and Jesse. Then behind them, commander-wise, it's Wolf, Keller, Gree, Cody, Faye, then Bly, and Devis. I don't think that guy has a name, but I believe he comes in one of the Evolution 3-packs, but I got him loosened by himself, so I don't have the other guys. And other than that, Phase 2-wise, there's a Shadow Phase 2, a pilot that's horrendously yellowed, a Galactic Marine in all white, so he kind of looks like a halfway snowtrooper, and a dirtied up, just plain old white clone. Then back at Phase 1, I've got a fine mix of Clone Wars and regular old live action guys. So Clone Wars wise, I've got Cody Rex, 327th Star Corps guy, and a couple blanks, and Geonosis guy, and a pilot. Live action wise, I've got the Vintage Collection Fordo, which I sadly do not have the Phase 2 parts for, which absolutely kills me. And another photo from the Order 66 2-pack, which you could kind of just say is an ARC Trooper Captain, which is what I use him for. Then a couple blank white clones. Then the last of the Star Wars stuff on these shelves are my heroes. The left being prequels, the right being original trilogy. A lot of my prequel stuff consists of Anakin's and Obi-Wan's, but I've got a couple other guys too, and a Yoda. In original trilogy, I've got the main group of 4 up here, you know, Luke, Leia, Han, and Chewie. The Leia and Han are Empire Strikes Back, Chewie's A New Hope, and Luke is Return of the Jedi, just because I feel these are my favorites out of all of them. Then behind them, I've got a couple others like Hoth Han, the Han Solo movie, Lando, and 2 other Lukes that I don't think look nearly as good as this one. And I've got R2 kind of in the middle. When I get a C-3PO, he'll be next to him and the left. That way the droids are kind of in the middle, kind of linking everybody. Down here, I've got Masters of the Universe Origins guys, which are out now. So far, I don't have that many, but I'm working on it. One of the guys I'm looking to get next is Scareglow, which from all the other stuff is my absolute favorite when it comes to the Masters of the Universe, but so same with a lot of people, so it's kind of been rough trying to get Scareglow. In here I've just got a random original Battle Armor Skeletor with that pretty cool gimmick of the barrel, which does not feel like fixing itself. There we go. Next up, we've got a couple spawns. The left one is a statue from, I don't remember one. It's my dad's, but he kind of just let me put it in my collection because I wanted it displayed. And here is the Mortal Kombat 11. My bad, had a little hiccup there. But anyway, as I was saying, and this other spawn is the Mortal Kombat 11 Super Articulated 6-inch spawn. He's pretty alright. I kind of wish he had a crazier cape, but not much else to say. Oh, and I wish he had guns. But anyway, like I said, not much else to say. Here we've got some Dragon Ball GT statues along with some a little Gohan and Goku. Here we've got my PS2 Switch and Gogeta and a carded Iron Man I have yet to mount on my wall. Down here's not much else. Stormtrooper helmet, Darth Vader helmet, some miscellaneous video games, books, and a box of condoms. A pair of Godzillas, more comics, a Boba Fett helmet, some books, and 2 boxes full of comics with ROTC stuff put on top. And a poster. So yeah, that's pretty much everything in my collection so far. I think I forgot to mention the Boba Fett that's kind of just sitting there in his Slave 1. Oh yeah, that's pretty much everything I've got out. I've got more stuff under my bed that isn't out, and a whole bunch of Gundam boxes and other stuff in my closet. That shirt should have been on a hanger. Oh yeah, I just don't have the space to have absolutely everything out, but yeah. I'm kind of rambling at this point. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you didn't, dislike it. If you want to say something, go ahead, leave it in the comments. And that's that. Thank you for watching.